Hey fam, it's the People's Senator, Charlene Oliver. I am here today to give you some good news. I passed my first piece of legislation this year. I actually passed two pieces of legislation, but the one I wanted to talk to you about was House Bill 988. I was very fortunate to have worked with Representative Bill Beck, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago. And so this was his last piece of legislation, and I'm very honored to have carried this forward and talk to you about it today. So we had a bill signing with Governor Lee not too long ago with the families of Awake. They advocate for senior citizens in the area, and the reason they started this nonprofit is because of one woman. Her name is Norma Jean Upshaw. Last year, Norma Jean was displaced from her senior living community back in Madison, which is an area that both Representative Beck and I represent. A real estate developer came in and bought up the property and displaced all of those seniors with little notice and nowhere to go. They didn't provide housing costs, moving costs, and they left them out on the street. There weren't many affordable options for Norma Jean, so she had to move to Smyrna to find an affordable place to live. That's unacceptable. So what we did, Representative Beck and I, was propose a law to make sure that landlords provide at least a 60-day notice for senior citizens that are living in senior living communities. So this puts a lot of fairness in place. It also makes sure that our most vulnerable citizens are not left out in the dark and also have a place to live and aren't left out on the street. I want to thank the folks at Awake, Daniel Cotton, Karen Holder, and of course Norma Jean Upshaw for working with myself and Representative Beck on his one last piece of legislation. You all made this possible. You all met with the legislators in this building, lobbied for this bill, and we did the inside work. You know, if we want to have the city we want to live in and call home, then we got to make it affordable. And this piece of legislation is going to help make that happen. So thank you for all who working for me. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep pushing and make sure that Nashville stays Nashville.